Good morning.
Hello.
Welcome to the local news. I am Tommy Johnagin.
And I am Alex Stone.
This is the news that won't make you sad. We find stories from across the country.
What are you doing? Just immediately, guy that's never been on camera before. I pick this up, put it down.
So we're off to a hot start. I couldn't figure it because
Yeah.
it's turned wrong.
You should abandon ship immediately. Put it down.
All right. Right in the middle of a sentence also. We find stories from across the country and around the globe, staying away from politics and pop culture because who needs that shit?
We're recording this on
We're
video.
trying.
Yeah.
We decided we said we were going to try, and now we're trying. So there's a video.
That was either really confusing to people that are only ever hearing this as a podcast, or hopefully funny to people that are watching this as a video. For the first time.
All right.
We're recording video. I like how we talked about, do we talk about it? And then we're just immediately.
Huh?
We're recording this on video. Turns out when you set up a camera in a room, people act different. So
is that a thing that like they studied an atom?
Yeah.
Just by the act of
observing
it. It changes its behavior.
Yes.
That's us.
Uh-huh.
You're Alex.
Adams
and Alex do it in Tommy's.
They do things, they behave differently, and people just pick up cups and put them down.
We're Tom Hanks on Punchline when the scouts
his parents
are there.
come. No, his parents.
Yes, the scouts, right? And he's like, I gotta go back up.
There's a late night scout comes and someone tells him, and he's like, this is my shot. And then when he gets on stage, he sees that his father and his brother are in the front row.
Yeah.
And they've discovered that instead of, I think, being like a lawyer, he's doing stand-up comedy. And they don't even crack a smile. And he has a full-on meltdown.
Yep.
And then it's one of the funniest scenes in movie history to me, because he has a meltdown. Tom Hanks, great actor, very dramatic. And then it's someone comes and pats him on the back, ushers him off stage as he's having a full mental breakdown. And then it's a hard cut to Angel Salazar with a giant boombox. And he just comes in, he's like, check it out. It's so funny. I'll splice that in. Are we splicing stuff
Can we?
in? I
How
think
fun
we can.
would that be?
That would be fun.
Also, I feel like you bought this camera, and I was just looking at the Zencaster thing that we're recording on.
Yep.
That we're probably gonna be able to do it on that eventually. Like, it started out bad, it was lagging and whatnot, but now it's probably gonna be great, dropping stuff in.
Yeah,
right?
I think.
Am I crazy?
The act of setting up a camera in this room, it's changing our lives, and I think we're
we're
able to
acting
do a lot
like the
of
scouts are here, the podcast scouts, trying to get us a $60 million deal on
Who knows
Spotify.
who's gonna see this?
I bet not many people.
President John podcast.
I hate this. What do
I asked you
people
if you
do?
wanted me to flip down the thing so you couldn't look at
maybe
yourself.
we should flip down the
I'll
thing.
flip down the thing right now.
Are you doing it?
I'm getting up and
All right.
flipping it down.
So we had the visual screen. I mean, I don't know. There's maybe too much of behind the curtain stuff.
Well, why don't we just talk about our lives and our days? Huh? Don't you think you should be drinking from a dad mug? You're drinking from a mom mug.
You know, this mom mug's a perfect size.
Yeah.
And
I have to imagine there's a dad one that's the same exact mug. It just says dad.
No, there's a big dad mug.
There's a big
It's
dad
big.
mug. Because dads.
It's nice.
Yeah.
I like drinking out the mom mug.
Mom mug's cute. It's a good mug. I got a sweaty cup from a hotel.
How many people do you think hit for the cycle with 3 home runs in Major League Baseball?
I knew this was going to come up. I knew this was going to come up. I thought maybe we just wouldn't talk about it.
Yeah.
Not many. I mean, that's an all-time game.
I bet never, maybe.
That's an all-time game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a short list. If there is a list,
Short
it's
list.
a short list. You feel good? I feel bad. That's one of the worst games I've ever played in my entire life.
I had hit for the cycle until someone pointed it out.
Who pointed it out? Just tell me the person that pointed it. That wasn't you that's keeping track.
It definitely wasn't me.
Who pointed it out?
Well, now you're making me feel bad because I don't know people's names.
Oh, okay.
I think we should edit this out just in case people are listening.
No, I don't know. I don't honestly, I don't think that anyone we play softball with listens to this. Nope, Jason listens to this. If it was Jason, then I'll edit it out.
Jason.
But otherwise, I think you're fine.
You had a rough one.
Yeah. I mean, I made a joke in passing as we were leaving. I was like, that's good. I'm going to think about that as I'm falling asleep. And you know what? I did. I thought about it as I was falling asleep. And I was just
bummer.
I just would groan and just kind of twist in bed. I misplayed a ball. I was gonna rob a home run, and then it hit off my glove and ended up being still a home run.
Would have been a good play.
And then I missed a ground ball that was coming right to me, and then I had to run and chase it down like an idiot. It was not a good day. I'd hope to not relive it. What are you doing there? Just a prank. No one can see the computer either.
Oh, really? Is the computer
Yeah,
edited out?
computer's off camera.
We moved our stuff around. I don't know. Let's put my arm up here.
Do you like
a
that?
regular guy?
It feels good. Just a Soup's Cash guy. I'll tell you what I did. I went to Shaquille O'Neal's chicken restaurant.
Yeah, I wish I was invited.
You were invited.
No, I
And
wasn't.
then you bailed.
No, I didn't.
We went there because you bailed.
That's not
Specifically.
true. I was going to Chipotle,
Yep.
and I only
No.
had a little bit of a
Shake
window.
Shack. Shake
Going
Shack.
to Shake Shack,
Uh-huh.
and I had a small window, I would say.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to go hang out with the kids by the
Right.
pool. I wanted to go drop the kids at the pool,
You're a good dad.
and then Shake Shack parking's all fucked up.
Mhm.
You don't say anything.
Yeah,
I've been driving around for 2 hours looking for parking. I don't hear like, hey, how you doing? Are you out of gas? You need help? I text you and I say, hey, parking's fucked.
Yeah,
I'm not going to do this. Then Jason says parking's fucked. Then you said very quickly after that,
Yep.
we're at a different place anyway.
Let me tell you what happened is that we park the car when we get your text that says parking's fucked. So we experienced the fucked parking, but we found a parking spot.
Did you go in that little lot?
No, we went in. There's a garage across from the lot that is the first 90 minutes are free. Found that out yesterday.
Your garage.
But we get the text. You say, I'm not coming. I'll probably never speak to you guys again. I'm done being your friend. So that's the world we're living in. And then we're walking there. Jason says, shoot pulled. I'm not coming either. It's just me, Maura, and Dave. We're standing in line at Shake Shack. We say, hey,
I was trying to
line.
order on the app on my way to Shake Shack. That was fucked.
That would have been a good
Same
move.
guy doing the apps doing the parking.
So we're in line at Shake Shack, and we're like, you know what we hate is a line. And then we look right next door, and there's Shaquille O'Neal's chicken restaurant.
I didn't even know he had a chicken restaurant.
No line. It's called Big Chicken.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know it was his. I thought he
Marty
was just
McFly would not love this place.
had lended his likeness to a restaurant as he does with many products.
Yeah.
But we go in there, and it's everything is Shaq themed. He's behind the counter.
I think Shaq has a thing that he only endorses products that he has part ownership of.
He uses. Oh, okay, interesting. Well, there's a big Aristotle. There's another Shaq nickname. All the sandwiches are Shaq nicknames.
Yeah,
and it was good.
Do you think he's actually involved, or does this place got a lawsuit?
His picture's on the front. It's him holding a chicken sandwich. One of the chicken sandwiches is a fried chicken sandwich. I think it's a fried hot chicken sandwich.
I'm listening.
Macaroni and cheese on this thing, right on top.
What'd you get?
I got the least heavy thing that you could get, which was a fried chicken sandwich with just pickles and then a sauce. Just
I like
a classic
pickle.
Little chicken sandwich.
Some hot sauce, like a wing sauce.
It's like there's a little kick to it. No, it's like
Okay.
you know how every place has a special sauce. It's just this place's
Yeah.
special sauce.
All right.
I'll tell you what's fun is that they got a freestyle Pepsi machine. Didn't even know that.
What's that mean?
They could have
it.
It
Wraps?
No. Have you seen a freestyle Coke machine?
What are you saying freestyle for? Like
That's what it's called, a freestyle Coke machine. You know how there's like a big Coke machine, right? And then it's like a little iPad on it, and then you can flavor combination.
I don't.
You've never seen.
Why
this
are you
in your
talking
life?
to me like
That's what it's
I've
called.
never heard it called freestyle.
It's what it's called. I'll
Why,
Google it right
the
now.
The thing where you
Watch
type
this.
in the thing,
Yes, watch
and
this.
it says like diet.
Watch this.
And it has one spout.
One spout. Free style. Is that
Yeah,
one
but
word?
I've never heard of it called that.
Coke machine. And then I'm
not
search.
saying it's not called
What's that? Coca-Cola freestyle.
I'm saying who knows it's called that.
Everybody knows.
Nobody I
that.
know.
So there's a Pepsi version of this, okay? And I didn't even know that they could have that. I thought it was a trademark thing. That's fun thing number one.
What would be in this Pepsi one that you would like?
Just Pepsi stuff. I got a cherry Pepsi.
You love a cherry beverage.
I love a cherry thing. When we used to go to Frisch's
Full
Big Boy,
sugar?
Full sugar, yeah.
Ah.
What kind of big boys do you have in Illinois? Frisch's, Bob's? What do you got? I think there's 3 different kinds of big boys. We had Frisch's in Cincinnati. Frisch's Big Boy.
Well, we had the Carltons.
Out here, it's Bob's.
The
Carlton's Big Boy?
Oh no, it's just a family with kids that are big. Those are big boys. All of them are big boys.
The Carltons, they had some big boys.
Set of twins, and then another brother's just big guy.
Football players, basketball.
Football players, definitely the older one. The one he had like that farm strength.
This is a real family. I thought we were in a bit for a second. You're just
No.
describing a real family.
When you asked if we had any big boys, I was like, the Carltons came to mind. The Carltons were the ones where you get into high school, I was like afraid. I was like,
Yeah.
those fucking Carlton boys.
Uh-huh.
All as nice as could be.
Yeah.
Nicest guys, really sweet to me the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
One of the brothers, definitely a football player. I saw him throw. Do you know those like not the tackling? Maybe it's the tackling dummy. I can't remember what it's called now.
Yeah.
It's like long circle oval shape
A punching bag?
football thing. With the handles, you're blocking it. It's like a blocking thing.
Yeah.
And they're heavy. They're
Mhm.
really heavy. I saw him throw one like a football is where that was going. That's how big of a
You
boy
threw one
he
of those
was.
like a football?
He picked it up like a shot put, I guess.
Is this like Bo Jackson where it's like some mythology here? Are you misremembering?
He did. No, it was my favorite thing because he was so kind
A gentle
and
giant.
funny
Yeah.
and nice that some of the defensive backs was like fuck with him or whatever, and
Mhm.
he's running these like drills, holding a cigar bag. Maybe I can't remember what the fuck these things are called. It's been so
Yeah.
long since I've played high school football. You know
Cigar
what I mean?
bag sounds good.
But they're very heavy.
Uh-huh.
So this kid comes up and like whacks him on the back of the helmet, playful, right? Just
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of smacks him on the back of the helmet
We're
as he's
doing
running off.
bits.
So now he's in stride, hits him, and he's still running.
Mhm.
So this dude takes this cigar bag,
Right.
probably not the real name,
Uh-huh.
from the bottom and heaves it and
Uh-huh.
fucking hits this dude in stride and takes him out. It was like something from a cartoon or a movie
That's fun.
or a football field in Southern Illinois is where I saw
Uh-huh.
it live.
I-
But anyway, what's a big boy?
A big boy is it's Bob's big boy. It's Bob's big boy
With the guy?
with the guy.
I've never been
It's
to
big
one.
boy. You know what I mean? He's got the suspenders. He's holding up a plate.
Yeah,
There's a
I've
big,
seen it. I've
there's
never
a-
been.
You got to go. It's the original Big Mac.
What's that mean?
The Big Mac was taken. The idea of the Big Mac was taken from Bob's Big Boy. The Big Boy is the double decker with. It's a Big Mac, but it was first. It's Big Boy.
How's there not a lawsuit?
I think there probably was, but they called it a Big Mac. It's different. It's a different thing. We did a story on this podcast about the guy that invented the Big Mac. I believe was just a franchise owner in Pennsylvania.
You just said.
You remember that?
You just
But he
said.
stole it. Was part of the thing. He
No.
had been to a Big Boy and he was like, "I want to make a thing like that," and so he asked for permission. I think you could go listen
Your
to the episode
story's
of his.
falling apart.
Well, what I'm thinking of in real time is there's an episode of me telling the story correctly, and now I'm telling it wrong. So maybe the better move is just look up that version. But I don't even know how we got to talking about big boys. But there is
neither.
three. There's Bob's out here,
Yeah,
and there's Frisch's Big Boy in Cincinnati,
whatever.
and then in New York, I think there's a whole nother one.
Yeah,
There's
and then there's the Carltons.
and then the Carltons. You ever notice
You ever notice
how in like high school, did you have this experience or like junior high, grade school where there's like a kid that was like huge? There's like a huge kid, and you were
Are you
like,
making fun of people?
no, I'm saying
I'm not here to body
not
shame.
huge.
Are you body shaming?
like no, like a kid
All right.
that's the size where you'd be like, that's going to be a professional athlete, like that kind of big.
Yeah, we had a couple of those. Everyone where I'm from, though, a little shorter
Tiny.
than all the athletes should be.
You from a
We-
shire?
No, we were all outgoing. We were just shorter people. We had
Uh-huh.
some guys that
Yeah.
were like built like athletes.
Yeah.
They just weren't. For us, they were like, look at this guy. It's
Mhm.
fucking huge. But most people were not as tall as you'd think you'd have to be.
There's this kid Steve and this kid RJ that I went to school with that were
Yeah.
like real tall, like basketball, football scouts, or you're something. You got something going on there, and you're big, and I like that about you. But then they got too big too early, where they both had knee surgeries in high school because
Oh,
their
shit.
bodies were just too big.
They should squat.
Yeah. So I don't know when it is that you should get big, but I don't think you want to get big too early. I
Yeah.
think you want to get big late is what I think you need. As a small person, I think get big late. I'm still waiting to get big.
It's going to happen.
I feel like it's coming. My brother
Creatine.
and my dad are both, I think, 6'3", 6'4",
How tall are
6'5"-ish.
you?
I'm 5'11", 6 foot in shoes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'd like to say that.
I did a measurement. I
If
tested
you got on a dating app.
Yep.
Because there's a bunch of see these people be like, under 6 foot need not apply.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Can I tell you this? I'm 5'9",
Yep.
and I get it. If I'm a gal,
Uh-huh.
and if I'm a single gal,
Yeah.
and I get the pick of the litter,
Right.
I don't want some fucking 5'9" guy walking around.
But what if you're under 5'9" as a gal?
So what? 6 foot's great.
I'm taller than you, though. You know what I mean? I
You always are taller. The guy's generally taller.
But I think your limit shouldn't be 6 foot. It should be however tall you are. If you're gonna,
So
if you're gonna make a limit,
if you're a gal and you're 5'4", you could go with a 5'4" guy.
you go with a 5'5" guy.
No
He's
way.
got to be a little taller than you.
Just constantly talking about how he couldn't see a movie.
No. He's bigger than you. You know, that's the dynamic I assume that you're looking for when you're setting this no 6 foot or under 6 foot thing.
Well, if you're 5'4" and you wear a 3-inch heel,
Yeah.
your guy's 5'5", now he's shorter than you.
Well, he's got to wear a
We're
boot.
a
He's gotta-
6-inch heel.
He's got to put on a boot.
I've heard of 6-inch heels. I think they exist.
He's
Now
gotta
you're
put on a big-
talking.
he's got to put on a big boot.
He's got to wear stilts.
I would, if I was on a dating app,
Your thing keeps going away.
I would say that I'm 6 feet tall, and then
Yeah.
I would dare you to call me on it, because if
Yeah.
I'm wearing shoes, it checks out.
I'm counting dick height.
Count dick.
I'm going how tall I am plus my dick.
plus the dick, and then you get way up there.
Yeah.
But I'm as exactly as tall. Is that how I would say that? That's what it was. I mixed up as and is. That's tough. I feel like I'm having a
I don't know what's
malfunction.
happening right now.
I'm as exactly as. That's what it was. I'm
No.
as exactly
No.
as tall. What am I trying
I
to
don't
say?
like what you're doing right now.
I am as.
Stop saying as after am.
I am is. I'm
Stop saying anything.
exactly.
I am exactly
There it is.
as
Tall as my my mom.
Oh man.
Me and my mom are the same height,
I don't even
but my dad and my brother are bigger.
What happened there?
We put a camera in the room.
The camera's fucking everything up.
yeah, cameras are ruining everything.
Oh
What do
man.
you think that was like to listen to?
That was hard to get through.
That was tough, huh?
It made me sweat.
That was tough.
I got embarrassed.
What I like is that there's air conditioning out, because I'm usually the guy that gets sweaty.
I'm hot now.
I'm as exactly as tall as.
No.
There's a lot of.
You put too many asses in there.
You want to talk top stories?
We haven't started yet?
No, we're just deep into this. I don't even know how long. Both things that have the timers on are way over there. You want to talk top story number one? What's tough about this, me not being able to see the screen, is I have no idea if I ran out of battery or ran out of room on the
All
thing.
right, flip it back over.
I'll flip it back over. I'll flip it.
What happens if that happens? I didn't even know that was a thing.
Well, I don't know. This is a dry run. There's a chance that this never gets released because of various, like this could die. The battery could die right now, or I could reach fulfillment on the card. Is that how I would say that? The card could get filled up.
How big's the card?
It's big enough.
6 foot.
6 foot tall card. Woman sues McDonald's.
Hey!
After
We're doing a McDonald's story after you talk about a McDonald's story.
Hey, yeah.
Did you
that's
just put that
fine.
together?
I just put it together. Woman sues McDonald's after complaining that a cheeseburger advert was so irresistible it caused her to break her fast during Lent.
Wow.
Yep. So we go to Russia for this one. Let me spell this.
Say it.
Let me Chesnia, Ksenia. Take a shot at it. Chesnia, right there. Ksenia. Chesnia. I think you may get a ch sound, but I could be wrong
Chesnia.
about it. Chesnia.
All right.
And
Now
then
hit
the
that
last name, Ovichkanivo.
I think you did it.
Ovichnikova sounds right. She said she hadn't eaten meat in a month, and then the ad made her give in. Let me ask you this.
I think you still haven't eaten meat if you eat a Big Mac.
That's a good point.
Maybe in Russia, though. Have
do
you heard
Lent?
about McDonald's
Huh?
in other countries? Like they are better because they
It's like a little
have
different.
food regulations that don't let you make paste into food.
I didn't
That
know
you,
that.
it's real meat. It's real chicken. It's things. It's the McDonald's are better in France than they are here type thing.
Should we go?
As someone that's never left this continental United States, I
Would you
feel
go
like an
to a
idiot.
McDonald's? Would
No.
you go to a McDonald's just
No, I
to
don't
see how
eat
different it
diarrhea
is?
somewhere else.
But just to see how, like, you don't even order anything. You just go in and see how different it
No.
is. You don't even do that? You don't even, like, you're walking past a
Are you doing a
McDonald's
bit?
in Spain. You don't even
Why would I
pop in.
want to do that?
You don't even, you have time. You've got 2 minutes. You don't even walk into the McDonald's to see if it's different.
No. I'm not going in to see if it's different. The only thing, which is I would
gotta
say
know.
that same as in this country,
Uh-huh.
the only time I end up in a McDonald's is if I'm somewhere needing a coffee in a pinch and there's no
Uh-huh.
line.
What if their play places, the balls in the ball pit are like squares
Because
or
you know
something?
how picky I am with coffee.
Yeah.
Very basic cup of
That's
coffee at a
basic cup-
McDonald's.
If you get hot, if it's iced, you can't get an iced coffee for sure.
Did I
at a
complain to you
McDonald's.
about the fact that you have to say hot?
Maybe. It sounds like that thing you'd complain to me about.
Here's the
Iced coffee.
if you order a
is making
black
more
coffee,
popular.
if I say I'll have a black coffee,
Yeah.
that's it.
Mm-hmm.
We've done it. But
Yeah.
all the time they go like iced
Uh-huh.
or hot.
Well, you live
I
in
feel like you
yeah.
fucking guys walking with iced coffees, you have to say iced coffee. I get to just say coffee.
You live in California. It's hot out here. I think if you're ordering, I mean, most people want an iced coffee to cool down. You're walking in the
But then
sun.
that's on them to
If
say I want an
someone
iced coffee.
if someone orders a black coffee,
I say black coffee. Here's what
I
else
don't think you
happens.
have to specify.
Here's what else happens.
Uh-huh.
I go a black coffee, then they go, "Do you want that iced or hot?" I think we're already in too deep.
Yep.
I should be drinking this coffee by now.
Uh-huh.
Then
Mm-hmm.
this happens a lot, and this is just classic dad
Yep.
gripe. They go, black coffee?
Yep.
You want cream and sugar with that?
That's a bad one.
Come on,
Mhm.
guys.
Mhm.
They've lost. Here's what we've done. We've added so much shit to coffee and around coffee that we've detached. Black coffee means nothing now.
Yeah.
Did you just fart?
No, I didn't. I moved my foot on the thing. I didn't.
I got distracted from the story because I felt like you did a very aggressive
No.
cheek raise.
No,
You're
I
like,
moved my
yeah,
foot.
I'm listening.
I did, dude. I would go check the tape. I don't think I did that.
You did a hip raise.
I don't think I did a hip raise. I
All
think
right.
maybe I moved my leg. Let me tell you a thing that happened to me talking coffee. All right, I go into a Starbucks and a Target. Okay, I order a tall cappuccino. The guy says, "Tall cappuccino, what size?" I go, "Tall," and he goes, "Tall cappuccino," and I go, "Yeah." So he repeats "tall
Yeah,
cappuccino"
yeah.
back to me, and then asks what size.
I've had that happen
I say
in
tall.
different versions.
What's going on there?
I think it's so rogue.
Figure it out.
I think that's what I mean. That's what happens with black coffee. Black coffee, cream or sugar.
Mm-hmm.
They said black coffee.
I guess you're probably just so in the rhythm of asking,
Yeah.
you don't even think about it. You're just like, this is my next question. I didn't even hear what they said.
Yeah, I get it. We can cut everybody's time down. Just assume when someone orders a black coffee that it's hot. And here's the thing, and I don't even put this on the baristas.
Yep.
I put this on the customers.
Yep.
This is if you walk into a coffee establishment and you want an iced coffee, you say I want an iced black coffee.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get to say I want a black coffee. Do you want that iced? Yes, I'd love that. No.
If we're
You have to
talking-
say iced in the order.
We're talking coffee gripes. Did I ever lay this one on you? I used to go to Starbucks every day. I would walk. I like to go on a walk in
I
the
thought
morning.
you went to a local joint.
I do now, but in my old place, I've become a regular to a lot of different coffee shops.
That's great.
And one of these coffee shops was a Starbucks at the first place I lived in LA. I like to go on a long walk in the morning, end that at a coffee place, get the coffee, come back,
That's nice.
start my day. So I would go to Starbucks. As I'm going to Starbucks, I realized that it's taking longer and longer for me to get my coffee. And what's happening is that they started that mobile order thing where you could order online.
Right.
But a lot of places have two different
Like a
make
Chipotle.
it place.
They
Yeah.
make them in the back for the to-go orders.
Starbucks doesn't have that. So these
Ooh.
people are skipping the line, and I think not cool. And solidarity for all the inside people, I never downloaded the
Coffee
thing.
gripe.
I stayed in line, and I did it the right way. Okay, and yeah, I waited 20 minutes for my coffee most days, but
Go to not a
I
Starbucks.
did it right.
That
I'm not going
coffee's
to Starbucks.
bad.
It's not good.
It's weird that they're
not good.
so successful.
Yeah, I watched a video about how they failed in Australia. They tried to.
People hated it.
Well, Australia is a cafe culture. I didn't know that, and they do a lot of espresso. They like espresso over coffee, and so Starbucks whole thing is like fast casual. We'll do it, just pump it out, and it's not good. And so people in Australia were like, "This is not good," and so they tried to open in Australia, didn't do a good job, closed them all. Now they're trying to go back with a different vibe.
Hey,
We'll see.
So what this gal do? She broke her fast for a Big Mac?
You ever do Lent?
No, I'm not that religion.
What? What religion are you?
I'm not. I guess I'm not any religion, to be honest.
But
definitely not Catholic.
But you were raised Christian?
Some version.
But is it just a Catholic thing, Lent?
Ah, fuck.
I don't
think
know enough.
so.
I never did it. But
I think it's a Catholic thing.
it could be a Catholic. It sounds, as we're talking it out, and I'm thinking about my life, I think it is a Catholic thing.
Yeah.
So she's in Russia.
COVID?
I got it. She's in Russia, and she is, doing Lent. She's Orthodox Christian, and she's saying, I'm giving up meat for Lent because I have to. That's like the whole thing. I can have a fish sandwich. But she sees this.
She's Orthodox Christian. That's not Catholic at all.
I know. That's why the whole thing's falling apart.
Maybe it is.
But she sees this. So hold on. Well, Lent, you got to give up meat, poultry, eggs, and dairy for the entire season. I didn't know it was that much. I thought it was just meat. She's doing it. She's doing great.
Okay.
She's doing a really good job.
Right?
Then she sees a banner. She sees an ad. Not even a video ad. A banner. She sees a banner.
Yeah.
For a hamburger, and it stirs the
Right, right,
emotion in her
right.
that I got to have that. It was such a good banner, a good picture.
Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum.
She goes and she gets it, and now she's suing them for $14, 1,000 rubles, as compensation for sustained moral damage. Okay, now do you think she's got a case?
No,
Do you
I
think she's got
mean,
a
what?
leg to stand
No,
on?
this is bananas.
What about you? Remember that lady that spilled coffee on herself and then sued
Yeah.
McDonald's? And we were all like, "Was it? This lady's crazy." And then, do you ever see that documentary where
The torts?
we're got to be on her side?
We're all on her side
Yeah,
now.
we're on her side. You
I
think
think
that
this
this
lady,
lady, we might be
no.
on her side?
I
I think
think
I'm going to get on the right side of history early. I'm going to get
no.
out in
I think
front of
this
this
is. I
and say
think
this
this is
lady's
this
right.
lady. I think I would imagine part
Mhm.
of fasting in Lent. A bit of it is the willpower and the
Mhm.
ability to
Yep.
not do it,
Mhm.
and she has failed.
Mhm.
I mean, I think countersuit from the church. You're gone.
What if we find out
Boot
years
her out of the religion.
What if we find out years down the line that McDonald's was using some sort of like they had got together with scientists and figured out some sort of subliminal advertising where they were manipulating her in a real way to eat
I don't
their
see now. You're
product.
getting into like I need to
What if?
even know that that's possible
Hmm.
because to me that's what advertising. You're meant to get
But
into
where's the line?
people's brains.
Remember that story we did about people sleeping and Coors was like drink Coors in your
Drink
sleep,
Coors.
and we both agreed there's a line there.
Did we?
So where's your line?
I
Yeah.
forgot what side I came out on.
I think we both came down on the don't do stuff to me when I'm sleeping
I think
side.
don't be manipulatable.
You think don't be manipulatable? I think we're past that
Manipulatable.
as exactly as my mom. So I think we're past being you can't just not be manipulatable. You're just a human being. You're manipulatable.
So I think when you're manipulated, that is not their fault.
Yeah,
That's on you.
but we all know we're manipulatable, so there has to
And when
be
we're talking
some
with
sort
fast
of
food type business
accountability.
here,
Hmm.
like if I see a Pringles ad
Yep.
and I kind of float over to a gas station and buy
Uh-huh.
a Pringles,
Like
that's
a
on them.
like a cartoon dog getting a cent
Yeah,
of a pie.
yeah, yeah.
What would you say? What product that you shouldn't have? Are you most if you see a commercial or an ad for it? Are you most likely to be like, I gotta have that thing? Is there one? Is there a thing out there that you see
I'm
it?
not trying to seem like a guy that ain't,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think there is one because I'm also very much in a
Mm-hmm.
place where I've liked what I liked, and the things that I
Mm-hmm.
eat in excess or enjoy, like I have always kind of,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like been around the same.
Right.
You know what? One thing I fall for,
Mm-hmm.
and this isn't even manipulation. Ads.
Yep.
100 grand candy bar at the register.
Oh, sure.
9 times out of 10, I buy
Yep.
it. I think that's the most underrated candy bar.
100 grand.
100 grand.
You know what I've been doing
No,
is getting is getting a giant York peppermint patty.
I've done that.
Same
I've gone through
situation.
that. You
Yeah.
remember when Andy brought over a pinata for the kids and they busted it open? It was just a bunch of candy
Yep.
that kids don't eat.
Uh-huh.
Ju- it
Yep.
was it was very sweet of him. But then I've never seen so much candy just left on the
Left on
ground
the
by the
ground.
kids.
Yeah, yeah.
They
Just
abandoned but a lot of that candy was York peppermint patties, the
York.
little ones,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll mow through those.
Here, let me tell you something about York peppermint patty. Skyline Chili, world's #1
No,
proprietor of York peppermint patties.
at the
That's a
register for a
fact.
quarter.
Yeah, used to
Really?
be a dime, then it went up to a quarter.
Is it a quarter
I
still?
don't know what it is now. It might
Oof.
be $1.50. When I was a kid, we just went to Taco Bell last night. Little window into my day. I had Shaquille O'Neal's fried chicken sandwich and Taco Bell for dinner.
What'd you have at Taco Bell?
I got 2 bean burritos, no onions. When I was a kid, that used to
Is there any
be
meat in a bean burrito? Is that a dumb
no
question?
vegetarian. I'm eating healthy. I'm taking care of my
Oh yeah, a
body.
little bit of a health nut. That was Heather's. Like everybody's like, "What's your craving?"
Mm-hmm. Taco Bell.
When she was pregnant, she was grilled chicken tacos. Didn't really go off the rails and get anything fun, but grilled chicken tacos from Taco Bell
More
and
got
jicama sticks.
the hick. What?
It's a thing that I've never heard of until
Okay.
she ate a bunch of it.
All right. Well, let me tell you.
Spelled jicama.
Oh, I'll look it up. 2 bean burritos, 1 bean burrito rather from Taco Bell. When I was a boy, when I was a lad, 79 cents.
I feel you.
Now, $1.69 for one of these things. What are we doing? You
That's
know?
not bad. That's
That's
90,
not. I'm not an old
still under
man.
$2.
Yeah, but I'm not an old man. That's a
Do
huge
you
increase.
remember? Do you remember
Uh-huh.
McDonald's
Mm-hmm.
on like Tuesdays
Yep.
had like 39-cent cheeseburgers?
No.
I'm not that much older than you. Because when I was a kid, I
Uh-huh.
feel like we would get McDonald's on some Tuesdays
Yep.
because they had 39-cent cheeseburgers.
Mm-hmm.
Then they came out with the dollar menu.
Yeah.
That was a big deal. I remember driving in the truck with my dad, being able to
Mhm.
get off that dollar menu.
Does that have something to do with Popeye? Wasn't there a character on Popeye that was like, I'll trade you a cheeseburger on Tuesday for, you know what I'm talking about?
No,
I don't know enough about what I'm trying to communicate to you to have even
uh,
brought it up.
I don't love it.
But I think there's a side character on, I believe, Popeye that loved hamburgers, cheeseburgers specifically. And there was some version
There
of
is a hamburger guy on Popeye, I
yeah,
believe.
and I think he had like a thing where he'd be like, I'll trade you a hamburger. This
I'm
might be
trying to
the
see if the
second thing
battery.
might be the second thing I
Is
splice
there a
in.
place that says battery there?
There should be. There is when the cameras flip the other way, but right now there's not. I think we're good on the battery. The card is
All right, I
my
should have brought
number
another
one thing.
drink. Wash my face again.
You want to go to crime time?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, I got to give some cred here. So this one sent in to us by my main man, my main Damie, Brad Russell. Okay. This is from his neighborhood. He said, this is blowing up on Nextdoor.
Okay.
You on Nextdoor?
I'm on the next door.
Stuff blowing up on there sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
This is blowing up on his Nextdoor, right? Police catch serial pooper after wrong woman gets a bum rap in Indiana.
Oh, a little fun with the headline there.
Mm-hmm. Bum rap,
Yeah.
spelled B-U-M. Is there another way to spell it? So here we go. Small town jogger is in it deep after being accused in a serial public defecation case, according to police in Fisher, Indiana. Now I read this story.
I know Fisher, Indiana.
You know Fisher, Indiana? How?
Driving through it.
I don't know Fisher, Indiana.
Yeah, you do.
I guess we both. I was going to say I lived closer. I think I did live closer to Indiana than you, because Cincinnati is right by Indiana.
How far?
It's across the river. Cincinnati's on the river. Here's Kentucky. Here's Indiana right over here.
Well, how far were you?
Closer than you.
Well, I was 45 minutes from, I believe, Evansville, Indiana.
Is that the what to the? I'm talking border. I'm
That's
talking
on the border.
Okay. Well, I'm closer than that.
You were in Montgomery?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm calling bullshit here.
I think about 30 minutes. At least 44. Max 44. I mean. So we got a pooper here. Someone's pooping. Now we've done stories like this before. This is
People
not
poop everywhere.
People poop when they run, and I don't know why they do this.
This would be good if we ever get ads. We could put your book up here. Like
you hear
this.
that?
Look at that.
You hear that? Taco Bell or Starbucks?
Maybe I'll just get Justin to send me. Justin, send me.
I think he has to now that we did it.
Yeah.
You know, nothing's free on this.
All right.
Except so, lady, there's somebody pooping out in public, and it's blowing up next door. It's blowing up Facebook, right? So people take to Facebook and they go, I know who's doing this. It's this guy. It's so and so, right? It's Johnny.
It's a woman.
It's
When do we get to the woman part?
that's what I'm trying to do right now. I got confused.
Here's the thing I never get to do is I
Huh?
see you on your computer.
Don't look.
You scrolled up to the headline.
Don't look.
You're
at
not
that.
even in the meat of the story right
I
now.
wouldn't look at what I'm
What's
doing.
in the meat?
I wouldn't look at what I'm doing. This
All
is
right.
the meat. So there's a lady, Sarah B. Pooper. People on Facebook, they go, it's Sarah. She be pooping. Sarah B. Pooper. She's running. She's
Really?
pooping. Yeah, I don't know what her name is because they don't tell us. But there's a whole Facebook thing.
Are they doing it just because she runs?
They're whatever
Why are you reading it?
Because it's not in there. I read it. It's not in there. I'm filling in the gaps. Here's what you don't realize is a lot of this podcast is me filling in the gaps. So they accuse her on Facebook. They say this is her, and everyone's mad. You know, they present a compelling
Where's
case.
she shitting? Where's the shitter shitting?
In people's front yards. They set up it's just she's running in a neighborhood. She poops in people's front yards, and then she keeps on running. I don't even think she wipes. There's no toilet paper. She just runs and runs. You read. I love the podcast.
Go.
So she's doing it, and then someone sets up, I believe, a Ring doorbell cam, and they find out that it's not Sarah B. Pooper. It's this other guy who's been running and pooping. He's the serial pooper. Or there's second pooper on the grassy knoll. But she seems to be vindicated or exonerated or whatever the right word is to use here. She was that. She's not the pooper. It's this other guy who has been arrested.
Oh my
for,
God.
I believe,
Got arrested.
Public defecation. Defecating in public.
There's so many more details in there. Did you read past this? Did you
not.
know there's more scrolls? Did you scroll?
Yeah, I scroll.
You scroll all the way down and read.
Yeah, I read to the comments. I make a comment sometimes. It's like good story. I go.
Fuck.
That's the pooping story.
I have. This is for off the pod, but I have a very funny thing. We could read it. I just don't have the link right now. But
Okay.
remind me afterwards to
You want to jump
show
right
you a
ahead
funny movie review.
to local sex here?
Yeah,
I'll tell you, send this one in. Jason Hellerman, friend of the show, friend of the
Jay?
pod, friend of the softball game. Now
Jason was there.
he's doing it. He's living it up.
Jason had some solid hits.
He's telling you that
hard
you-
hit balls.
Telling you had a hit for the cycle, 2 home runs. You know, he's pulling his weight.
Wasn't Jason? It was a different guy.
Scientists have worked out how to send viable mouse sperm on postcards. Now, this is a huge breakthrough. I don't really know why.
Yeah.
But they were sending sperm. If you know what? I'm not even going to tell you. If you had to send sperm in the mail,
Yeah.
how you doing it?
How have I done it before?
How have you done it in your life?
I mean, if you send sperm in the mail,
You're mailing. You're going to the post office with sperm, and you got to send it.
is prank sperm, or am I trying to get somebody pregnant in Indiana?
You're trying to get somebody pregnant in Indiana.
I think you got to put it in a test tube in a climate controlled case.
Exactly right. You got to put it in one of those. It's either that or one of those things from Jurassic Park that's like a little canister.
Yeah,
and then some
yeah, that's
steam.
what I was imagining.
Yeah. So,
At the end of that, you just put one of those like pocket pussy attachments.
oh
You
wow,
it's all airtight.
that might be a better advancement than what
Yeah.
we're talking about here. So that was the way to do it. Was in a vial. They call it a vial.
Yeah, I would say vial.
You do it in a vial, but the problem with vials is
Stigma.
they break. So sometimes you'll get someone like you're a scientist over there. I'm a scientist over here. We're both, talking about the,
Yeah.
I got a mouse that's looking to get pregnant.
Is this for mice getting pregnant?
This is for mice getting pregnant. So I'll
No way.
send you.
Are you doing a bit?
Huh? It's for mice. Scientists.
It says for mice, but is this honestly to get mice pregnant?
Why else are we sending mouse sperm?
To test it?
For what?
I don't know.
I guess you're like
Mobility?
Strong point.
Sperm count?
Sperm count. But
I mean, before they were just mailing tiny mouse socks.
So before they were sending it, and it was breaking, and then they figured out a way to just, put it like acid on the back of a postage stamp, just put it on a postcard, and then
No way.
you can keep it alive. You can feel free to read because this one I did skim, but there is a way that instead of putting it in a vial,
They called it a sperm book.
Do you think it's easier to get a mouse to come in a vial or on a piece of paper?
That's interesting.
What do you think the genesis was? Was it because it was hard to get it in the vial or because
Yeah.
it was hard to send it? Honestly, now that we're talking it out, I think it might be harder to get it in the vial.
I think no matter where you're putting it, I think the hardest part is finding the tiny mouse to jerk off another mouse.
That's the only way it can work?
How's honestly? Are you doing a little through the,
do you
through
think
the
they-
butt?
Oh, yeah. I don't even know if they...
prostate release thing.
I don't. You think a mouse can reach with his little mouse hands to do it himself? Like, do you think a mouse is
I bet they could
physically
hunch over.
capable?
I bet they could hunch over.
But is
and
that
do it.
comfortable? You know?
You know what? The problem's going to be the thumbs.
Oh yeah, no opposable thumbs.
They got a fire starter.
You could maybe that's a better way to do it. Do
Like
me a
you're starting a
favor.
fire.
Do me a favor. No, just try and do it with no thumbs next time.
Okay.
Report back. See how it works.
I mean, I think this article it should say how they get the sperm out of the mouse to start with. Now that we started talking about it,
You want me to look? Well, you're looking. You look. I do enough looking. Most of this podcast is me looking at stuff.
yeah. Here's what I don't love right now is my posture.
Oh, I've got a feeling I'm going to watch this footage and I'm going to be like, "Oh, it glitched. we can't put
Especially
it
when
out."
here you got an ad for Depends, the underwear
I poop
for
myself.
adults. Is that something you need
No.
to talk about?
I don't know why. This is a thing where I don't know if someone is stealing our internet at our house because the ads we get on the internet and the ads that we get on our YouTube TV that is also targeted are not ever things that we Google. A lot of the times they're in Spanish. Neither of us speak Spanish. We're not Googling stuff in Spanish. It's very.
Have
it's
you
very
gone
odd.
on to you have a password on your internet, I assume?
Yeah.
Have you gone on to see if there's other people on it?
I don't know how to do that.
You can do that. And then the other thing you can do is like your YouTubes and whatnots. You just go and see if there's accounts logged in or just change all your passwords. Because there's no reason.
Yeah, it's all targeted, but here I am. Also,
I mean, this is
honestly, I'm on your internet right now.
Well, that's your browser.
No, but I'm on your internet.
I
That's
feel
how
like-
it works. Doesn't
I
work
feel
off
like
the
we're-
browser.
I mean, the other option is
Look at this.
more is fucking this Hispanic guy that has adult diapers.
Or the table is literally turning right now, and we're looking at you.
no,
you got
this is
some-
bullshit.
You got some shit to say.
This is on your fucking computer.
But it works with the internet, not on the browser.
It works on the computer.
No,
This is your
it's
computer.
the router.
Why would they be targeting ads
Ah,
on your computer
doth
Just
just protest a bit too much, my man.
You just said you were getting weird ads.
Also, we're talking about a guy pooping during run. The computer might be listening to us. Our phones.
Oh,
are.
where's something else where ads pop up? I want to see what other weird
I don't
ads you
know.
get.
Go to a different news thing. Refresh the page on that. We'll see what we
Huh?
get. Go to just refresh the page.
You refresh the page.
See what we got now.
Why am I hunching?
Because you're sitting down, and that's just more comfortable than sitting up straight. I feel like that's what we don't talk about enough.
What is this?
That's maxi pads.
No, it's maxi pads.
That's not me. This is you. This is
That's
your family.
you.
This is your family.
This is. Why is this? Is it because
refresh it one more time?
Sperm?
Refresh it one more time. See what we got. Holy Trinity. We got Depends first, maxi pad second, and then number 3 with a bullet.
Oh, maxi pads again.
Yeah, that's not me. That's you for sure.
That is not me.
You always are telling me whenever we hang out, you won't shut up about all the maxi pads you're Googling.
Now we've said it so much, there's gonna be maxi pads all over this
for
place.
sure. It's gonna be maxi pads.
Is this our first sponsor?
It might be. Move over, Justin Halpern. Maxi pads are coming through.
All right.
Well, that's the podcast. Maybe people will see this.
We
didn't even tell them where to see it.
Ah, fuck.
We got to the end. That's okay. This is a test.
We can
tell them next
just
week.
do a thing at the top.
Do a thing at the top?
Do a thing at the top. Hey, we're recording. Go to youtube.tv.
That's not right. We should figure out what to tell them.
Yeah, we'll figure out what to tell them. But thanks for listening and watching. As always, send your stories to Local News Pod on Twitter. I can already tell. It's more shirt than belly, but it isn't. There is fat under, and I don't like it.
No, what you're doing is.
Why don't we just go super tight on our heads?
Here's the thing about sweatshirts. Is that they're good for making you look thin when you're standing up. But when you sit down,
oh, you know what? You're right.
They just no, you're out of frame.
All
you're
right,
probably fucking up the autofocus.
Finish.
Look how better you look there.
This is great.
Not even you look bad, but
so
it looks
send us
great.
the stories at Local News Pod on Twitter. Look at me.
Huh? I don't like it.
I'm at Tommy Johnagin. Alex is some bullshit.
Alex Stone Comedy on Twitter. Alex Stone 11 on Instagram. You know what? Find me, follow me, just do all of it.
All right.
Oh God.
Bye.
Bye.